Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
It is Keep the Wow Wednesday, and Sam wore the shirt. It says Keep the Wow on the back, and we posted it. Sam's wearing it. You're sharing it. Your wows.
Hey.
It's time to brag on yourself. What are you proud of lately? Keeping the wow is just that. Positive self-talk. Change it to where it's, so often we just, inside of our head, it's the negative stuff that talks to you, and what you need to do is keep your wows and let those talk. So, man, you really came through on our Facebook page. Amber, I got to be a part of an honor walk of a child whose organs saved 4 lives. And she added, I love my job. Works at a police department.
4 lives.
Yes.
Wow.
Organ donation is real. Sabrina, walking an hour every day is my wow. Now if I can just get the diet down. Starting to walk every day, even if it's not a full hour, even if it's just a little bit, is one of the best moves you can make for yourself, not just physically, but emotionally too, mentally too. Your brain chemistry changes after a certain amount of time when you're in a cardiovascular place. Your brain chemistry changes.
Well, and to me, one thing feeds another. Once you stay committed to the exercise part, you're probably going to want to eat better because you don't want to counteract the time and investment and the good feelings that you already have from the working out.
I hear that. And I exercise a lot, and I still have those days where it's like, oh, well, I walked for an hour today. Give me some legs.
Yeah, well, you got to have those. You have to have a cheat.
The at war with yourself thing.
You're the one that says it, best. It's what you do most of the time.
It is.
If you eat, if you eat poorly 80% of the time, that's the result you're going to get.
It's true.
If you do it just, a Saturday to splurge, then no harm, no foul.
We are going to get to more of your Keep the Wow comments and your wows, but back to that subject, a friend of mine who is a personal trainer, her name is Dawn. Years ago, she said these words, and she's so right. And I've heard it in the fitness world, and it's true. You need to know it. You can't out-exercise a bad diet.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us try to do that, and it's true. Getting moving needs to be about getting moving, not about burning something always. Now, sometimes you'll eat a heavy, like next week, Thanksgiving. The day after, the days after, you should get moving more. Give your body a little
Murphy
variation.
will be moving more at Renfest.
Yeah.
Are you even going to Renfest this year on the Friday after?
It depends. Don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring up Thanksgiving because that's what I was about to say. What I'm focused on, because I'm focused on losing weight. I gained about 15 pounds this year. I can't use Thanksgiving or Christmas as an excuse to blow it off, and I'm not going to. There's no rule that says I've got to eat everything that's at the table.
No.
And there's no rule that says that I have to, gorge myself just because it's Thanksgiving.
Correct.
And you also can't, it's very difficult it's very difficult not to give in to the temptation of the food.
Totally.
Because we all love it. It's right.
It's
a thing.
It too.
And you can get mad at it all day long and then justify it by going, well, I'm just going to do it anyway. That doesn't solve the problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I'm just going to go into Thanksgiving this year. And I did that a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that. I stayed focused just like on the meat, the proteins, not going to overdo the starch, not going to overdo the dessert. Because I can't let it derail me. Oh, otherwise, I'll be back in the same situation I was in at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also think, though, remember our good friend Holly Clegg? She used to say this. I miss Holly so much. She used to say, realize, too, that the reason that the holidays get people in trouble with the diet is because you let it be 2 months of eating like crazy.
Yes.
Instead of 2 days.
That's
Thanksgiving
correct.
And a Christmas dinner or whatever your family's doing, whatever holidays you're celebrating, that's a big food event.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough.
That's what happened to me this year, but it wasn't weeks. It was from Thanksgiving and Christmas on. I just kept on going.
It's been going on since last Thanksgiving.
So
it really has.
Everything in moderation. And if you do overdo and splurge a little bit on Thanksgiving, well, so what? The sun will rise the next day, and you can start over the next day.
Absolutely. That's the key.
And you should get moving, but you can't out-exercise a bad diet. The other thing, Sabrina, about her walking an hour every day that I love, we're talking about the mental, talking about the physical. It's not just about calories burned. Walking, if you can do it, not everyone can walk for long periods of time or can fit it in. But if you can do a little bit every day, the more active you are physically, the better your life as you get older, the less likely you are going to fall easily, break something, hurt yourself, all of that. So any forward progress is good. So celebrate it, Sabrina. Walking an hour every day. Love that. All right, let's keep going. Ashley, my wow, taking better care of my health, emotional and physical. I started in March. I've never felt better.
Good.
Working out, eating healthy for now for 8 months, entering the holidays.
Congrats.
I will still enjoy in moderation.
Yep.
That's cool. Okay, learning to forgive is Missy's wow. And she didn't get specific with it, which is fine. That's for you to know what that really means.
Yeah.
That's an important one, because the thing is, not forgiving, unfortunately, has the opposite result that you think it has.
Sure.
Not forgiving somebody actually doesn't hurt the other person at all.
It hurts you.
It hurts you.
You're holding on to something bad.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. Felicia says, my wow is that my children are happy, safe, and thriving, and I raise them alone.
Yep.
I get to be their mom. Plus, I also teach elementary school, so I get to be part of the lives of so many other children, and they are also my kids. Whoa! I love it when teachers say that, when they say my kids.
That's a passionate, true, born to be a teacher.
It's funny. The other night when I was at that basketball game, Melissa, my daughter-in-law, is a teacher, 8th grade teacher.
Yeah.
And since it was junior high, a lot of the kids were, hey, Miss North, hey.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch that interaction because they come up and they're so respectful and nice and friendly. And
it's a different lane that you're seeing her in, too.
Yeah.
In her teaching lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the fun things, too. I know that being at a school basketball game, it's normal to see a teacher. It's more fun for a kid to see a teacher somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
At the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, what? She goes to the
you
grocery
shop
store.
for groceries?
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's one of those first times in life where people, have multiple layers of their lives, not just what you interact with.
Right.
You learn that. Okay. Tammy says, and this is beautiful. Her wow. A friend of mine and myself repainted our church's nativity that sits outside.
Oh.
It's taken most of the fall with working full time, but we made it before Advent with the Christmas, when the Christmas goes up.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool.
Oh, I would love to see a picture of that if you got a picture of it.
I know, Tammy, post it for us. We want to see.
Yeah. The sun takes its toll, even in just one season, on decorations and ornaments and stuff like that.
Yeah. And that's sweet to do that for the church because, it needs to look really good, and I hope they light it,
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. So let me I'm scrolling through. Oh, Lisa says her wow, home improvements.
Huh.
Yeah, those are wow. It's nice to, plan something, work on it, and then enjoy it.
You feel good after you did it.
Right. You'll pass by a door or whatever you've done in your home, and you notice it. Other people might not, but you're like, yeah, we did that.
Well, and that probably can be either a do-it-yourself or have somebody else do it, and you just moved it forward. You know what I'm saying? Any home improvement doesn't have to be a do-it-yourself job.
Yeah. Tammy says, I'm proud, and my wow is that I have lost 60 pounds.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
It's like 60 wows right there. So keep the wow. It's just you sharing your wows, not just with us, but with yourself. Make sure that your self-talk is about the things you've done right, not just your mistakes.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.